ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Houston Texans. Jacksonville. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
CJ.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff working right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Houston.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Brandon Cooks.
23 yards, the final tally.
At the 6-yard
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Jaguars nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Jaguars! Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Fournette, a first down carry. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Flush to his right. And able to find Conley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Looking to throw it. Minshew into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted by the...
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the interception, here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And the Texans first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Will Fuller. Touchdown.
Will Fuller. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Complete. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Now a handoff here to his running back. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the 31, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Houston.
On first down, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, D.J. Hayden. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
at their own 48.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Yard line.
Watch the whip. Switch. Check. Lucky.
Here's a give to Fournette. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
At the 42-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Robbie Anderson, incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his dirt after
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Bradley Roby.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
60 Pittsburgh. I'm here all day. Hey, check right. Watching you five. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I got one.
Out of the gun is Minshew, being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 31. Coaching spell, Bravo.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Mike 55. Focus, defense, focus.
Minshew sets to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard pickup.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Now Minshew. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
At the 20-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing again is Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. after the sack. They'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
4th down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Robbie Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. And Minshew will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
The score, Jaguars 36, Texans.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Jordan Akins. Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 84 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Texans 22.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Logan Cook.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now it's Watson. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
At the line of scrimmage.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to let it fly, and that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Josh Lambo lining up.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.